What's going on, guys? It's Point Sandy Gaming here, and today we're after doing some Black Ops 3 uplink gameplay on this map. I'm really bad at maps right now. Whenever new Call of Duty comes out, it takes me like a month to memorize all the map names, which is kind of bad, but it's still one of my favorite maps in the game. A lot of people don't like it. I really enjoy it just because I'm mostly an AR player in this game. But as you guys can probably already tell, that this is recorded in theater mode because my dumb self forgot to record while I started this gameplay. So I went back into theater mode, which I love, and decided I would go through and go, just go ahead and record it from there. So, as I was recording it in theater mode, I had to leave the house. And I ended up forgetting that my controller set to shut off by itself automatically after 10 minutes. The gameplay is longer than 10 minutes. So, I didn't even get any of the overtime, which is where I ended up finishing off with almost 50 kills. I got 49. And, oh, hey, look at that, yeah. I didn't get 50 because I couldn't find a guy at the very end. I was like, oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Thank you. So, regardless, it's still a pretty good game, I believe. I think I do end up switching out the ICR for the HVK in a little bit. Not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Maybe it might be an overtime. I ended up doing that. I don't know. But I think you guys are all going to enjoy the gameplay, so let's go ahead and hop into the topic of this video, which is going to be my initial impressions of Black Ops 3. And this is, like I said, this is going to be my initial impressions. I'm not going to do a full-blown review because I think it's kind of too early just to tell that. But I'm going to go through things like Score Streak Specialist, the gun balance, which is amazing. Just kind of things like that. Just talk about what I think about them, and then kind of overall just give my opinion on the game. Now, just before I hop into this, I do want to let you guys know I do got to start getting ready for work in like 30 minutes. So I'm going to, I got to hurry up and get this done because I just got off of school. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the review. Now, first off, let's go ahead and talk about the game mechanics, the gameplay, how the game feels. Now, I'm playing on PS4, which is what the game is optimized for. So that means it's, of course, it's probably going to be the smoothest feeling. And it feels great. It feels better than any Call of Duty on the PS4 has. And that is mostly probably because it is, it's optimized for the PlayStation, unlike the last two Call of Duties that have came out for next-gen consoles. Now, pushing all that part aside, I haven't played it on the Xbox One yet, which I probably should. I do have an Xbox One, but I haven't yet, sadly. So I'm just this is all gonna be based on the PS4 experience, and it feels really good, and it feels really smooth, as I've said before, and I love most things about the game, how everything feels. The movement is really nice. It's fluid. It's not clunky. It's nice and simple. And oh, hey, look, this is all you got to do. It's pretty self-explanatory once you get used to it, and it's not too hard. I mean, that's just the movement. The gaming, like how everything feels, is even better. That's kind of broad and kind of hard to talk about for a while, but that's kind of how I feel about all the movement mechanics and all of that. Now, next up, let's go ahead and talk about weapon balance. It is probably the best out of any Call of Duty at launch, at least. Black Ops 2 was really good by the end, but at launch it was terrible. The PDW was way overpowered. But it's really nice. And there's a couple guns that are better than the others. The Vesper and the VMP are probably the two best submachine guns. The ICR, the MA might be some of the best ARs. It's all just depends, but everything, all the weapon balance is good. You can use anything pretty much in this game, especially in pubs. Now, game battles and competitive might be slightly different. There might be a few things that you probably shouldn't use, but for the most part, I mean, everything is viable. It's great. I can't tell you how long it's been since I remember that in Ghost at launch. It wasn't the MA. What was it called? It was that 3-round burst assault rifle. I thought it was like the BS something, but it wasn't PS. It was. Anyway, yeah. So that was percent outside. I don't remember what it was called, but I don't even know where I got BS from. I thought it was something like that, but let's push that aside. Weapon balance is amazing, and that's really cool. I love it. I can't tell you, like I said, how long it's been since it's been like this, and it just feels really, really good. So the next thing I want to go ahead and talk about are the score streaks. Now, they're definitely different than what it was like in the beta, because if you play the beta, there's like wasn't the lightning strike, the Hellstorm was amazing. It was overpowered, probably the best score streak you could get in the beta. They toned that down way too much. The missiles now all of a sudden feel like marshmallows. Yay! And you really are only good for 1-2 kills if you're lucky. 2 kills, and they're not. It's not useful really. The UAVs, same thing as it has been in Call of Duty every year. Now I'm just gonna go off the score streaks I have unlocked because I haven't been able to play a ton because I've been really busy with work and other things. But UAVs the same thing. I like to run the Care Package, Lightning Strike, and the Talon. I have gotten the Wraith a couple times. The Wraith does do really good work. It's probably one of the best score streaks in the game. As you can see, that's actually what I have up in the air right now. The Talon is really good if you manually control it. Just fly around the map. It was kind of a hit marker machine in the beta, but they buffed it. I'm good for maybe 10 kills every time I use it easy. That's if I'm not getting shot down, of course that is, but it really gets you a bunch of kills, and that's something that's nice from a higher score streak. They're pretty good. The Care Package seems to get you pretty good things. They've probably only gotten UAVs like twice out of it, so I'm not complaining about that. I do like the Care Package just because I can get certain score streaks that I haven't been able to unlock or earn yet. So the score streaks are overall really good. Now, grenades, this is kind of... I'm saving the specials for last, so you guys can kind of tell. I do want to briefly talk about grenades, though. They're pretty good. They're useful, definitely. Either the frag or the Molotov cocktail, what's it called in this game? The thermite grenade is actually one of the better things that you can use, and that's cool. We haven't had a Molotov cocktail type grenade since World at War, so I'm definitely excited about that, and it's definitely something really interesting, and I do enjoy being able to have a variation of grenades. Again, not trophy systems. That is one of the tactical grenades. But tactical grenades are pretty good. Concussions are still pretty powerful. Don't know about flashbangs. I haven't been flashbanged really at all. The trophy systems work really well. I've experienced with that. I've experimented with that in game battles, and overall, that's all good. Now let's go ahead and talk about specialists. That was probably what people were most worried about from the, before the beta and before the final game came out. Were the specialists, because they all seem to be really powerful. I mean, the Reaper was amazing. The Annihilator is still great. And then so is the Reaper, don't get me with the Scythe. But it's a specialist, everybody was kind of, oh, hey, this could be bad. Well, it could be really overpowered, kind of like Destiny's things are, really. I mean, they're not. The Annihilator has no auto-aim, so it's a lot harder to aim with. And the Scythe, you have to spin up, so that's a problem. And everything's pretty balanced. I mean, you get it, yes, it can make a big difference. If you guys watched Optic Gaming's finals match this weekend at the tournament, they lost because of an Annihilator, plain and simple. They thought they had the Annihilator killed, but they didn't, and that ended up being that. They ended up losing. So it's, it's definitely can be game-breaking, but I should say game-breaking. It's a new mechanic that could alter how games end up coming out, and it's a good thing. I mean, it's something new to Call of Duty. Everybody gets it, so it's not like it's unfair, and it's really fun to use at the end of the day. So, I don't see any problems with it, with any of the specialists, really. I haven't been able to use Firebreak yet, which is too bad, but, I'll eventually get there once I be able to play some more, hopefully this weekend when I have Saturday off. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my initial impressions. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and let the gameplay run out in the background so you guys can just see how the end of things end up finishing out. You guys are just going to see after I switch to HVK here. It's just a bunch of us trying to keep them out of our base, them trying to score, me getting spawn killed, kind of like that. Tossing grenades in there, trying to keep the ball out. And it ends up going to overtime, and we end up losing because we cannot score fast enough because my teammates always get the ball before I get to, and they always try to go through here. It's like, no, you don't run with the ball this way. You have to go through the streets. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And sorry again for not uploading at all last week. I've been busy, so busy, either playing Black Ops 3 or working. That's how my life's been. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you.